I'm so excited. First of all, I'm so sorry I was sick last time you were here. I had COVID and I couldn't be here and I actually cried. Because I love you so much and I was so bummed.
I cried too.
You did.
Yes.
Yes. You missed me. No,
Yes.
I'm just so stoked to have you here. And also, I have to say, the last time we saw each other, look, I hate doing acting things, but I only do them when I really love the people and I'm like, I just want to say I was in a scene with this person. You know, that's the only reason why I say yes. And the cast of the morning show was so nice.
I know, Kelly was on the morning show.
Oh yeah,
my God.
but I was playing me, so it was hard. Yeah.
But you did a great job
Even
playing
though I was
yourself.
playing me, I still wanted to a Christmas turkey. I was so nervous. I get so nervous. I don't get nervous
Kelly
singing,
Clarkson
but
as Kelly Clarkson.
it was
nailed
look, it still made me nervous. I was like, you can do this. You're you.
You're amazing.
But,
I still have a picture of you in my fake office on the morning show. As one of my favorite guests.
Oh my gosh, I just loved it so much, and everybody there was so kind, and because people get really nervous that don't do that kind of thing, you know, normally. So there's really, and I also didn't know if you remembered this, but you're actually technically the first interview I ever did.
Oh,
and it was years ago.
I do remember because you
I
were
was
from Texas.
terrified.
I was from Tennessee. I just had Legally Blonde. You had just...
They told me 2 minutes before I walked in that room that I was interviewing you.
They didn't tell you?
Did you?
No. And you're like, okay.
And it was MTV.
It was MTV, and they had me
just
interview.
won American Idol.
Yep.
And I had just done Legally Blonde, and they put us in a room together, and they were like, interview each other.
I was terrified. They didn't tell me till right before. It was like, you know, the time when they keep you for like 17-hour days.
I know.
But I was an idiot, and I'm very sorry. I was like, but it was my very first interview, and you were very kind.
You were so sweet and endearing, and
Oh,
we had.
I was nervous.
We had so much fun, though.
Yeah, they were like, just get in a room, and I'm like, Reese Witherspoon? I was like, what? I was like, what am I gonna say? I was like, I'm not Oprah. Anyway, so whatever. But you were very, very kind then and now. But is it true that you two met here? Why are you here?
I know. No, I'm just thinking about the phrase a Christmas tree.
Yeah. A Christmas turkey.
A Christmas turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which actually sounds more painful.
Yeah, it sounds, and not edible, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, but I want to, you're welcome. I bring the class to daytime, Will. You missed this last time. No, but you both actually met here in the building when you were hosting SNL. Was that the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a crazy thing. I think the craziest thing I've ever been a part of with SNL, I've done it a couple times, but watching all the skits during the day, because even the musical talent is there all day long and you're watching, the ones that get cut are sometimes the best ones.
Yeah.
It's
That's
tough.
frustrating.
Well, yeah. A lot of factors. A lot of factors go into it.
Did you ever have a skit that was cut?
No, I never had any cut.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Some people, he's just that good.
No,
He's just that good.
no, wait. So there's a
But
docu.
when you do it, like, it takes about 5 years to do that show, and then you're like, did it get cut? Yes. I can get in my regular clothes sooner.
No, but wait, there's a docuseries on Peacock. It's about the 50th anniversary of SNL, and one episode is actually dedicated
To the
entirely
Cowbell
to
sketch.
Cowbell,
I know, it's
which
crazy.
I heard was
Right.
shelved for a minute.
Yeah, I'd written it earlier in the year, and it didn't get picked, and I just held on to it, and I thought, this could work with a different host. And then Christopher Walken was the host. I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll rewrite it for him.
Oh, that's actually interesting. So it was like for the right, that's like when the song hits the right artist
Totally.
in my world, yeah. Because it doesn't always hit right off the bat.
And
but then,
he made it sing. And I switched shirts during Dress and Air to a more tighter, form-fitting.
yes. Accentuate your body.
Accentuate
your physicality.
my abs.
Yeah. I love you so
My
much.
lack of
My
abs.
my-
My lack of abs.
Whatever. Where did the idea of the sketch come from? Like, it's a random.
It's a random thing.
Like-
I love that song, Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. And
I will do it as a karaoke.
if you listen to the song, there's this cowbell, and I always thought, like, what's that guy's life like? The guy playing the cowbell, and like, is this the only time he gets to do it? Has he always been trying to get in on the song?
It's like, wait, guys.
Hey, relax. And like, finally I get to play the cowbell.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that could be a weird sketch of how he's fighting for time with the band, and they, you know, the guys don't like it, but then the producer's like, I need more cowbell, actually.
Yeah,
And
because that's the magic. That's
but it was
the
a
vibe.
weird, it was a weird thing to pitch. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you know,
hard. It's
But
hard to
man,
do.
did it
Lauren was
work.
like, did this really happen? And like, I don't know.
I always think it's funny, the background vocals are like certain things that people say in songs. I'm like, someone had to be in a studio and make that okay and not be embarrassed of that moment.
Exactly.
Like the heavy breathing.
Instruments like washboards and like little xylophones and stuff.
Yeah.
See, but that's super fun. Cowbell's real random for me. I've never, it's like the childhood, you know when you're in like the triangle, like when you're like in the, you know, the band in like 3rd grade.
It's a borderline annoying instrument. Is it even an instrument?
It is. It makes sound.
Okay.
So technically, I mean.
Would you go to a concert of just cowbell?
I would go to your concert of just cowbell. Make that happen for us.
Done.
Okay, so wait, the
Radio
morning.
City Music Hall.
It's Here We Come.
Hour and a half, me on a cowbell.
Sold out.
So wait, the morning show, we all love it. It's coming back. So what can you tell us? What's happening right now?
Oh gosh, I mean, we're dealing with what's going on in the world, so it's just chaos.
It's a lot of material.
Yes.
You're welcome. Yeah. Says the universe.
You know what's really interesting is doing a show that's about media and how people get their news is so fascinating because from when we started in 2018 to now, it's just wildly different.
Yeah. All right, let's take a quick break. Amy and our audience can do the honors.
Hi, Kelly, Reese, and Will. I'm a huge fan. I can't wait to see the movie. I'm a wedding planner here in New York, and your movie is obviously about planning weddings. I've never dealt with a double-booked venue. That sounds insane, but I have dealt with hecklers. They were walking by the ceremony and started screaming, "Don't do it." That's the risk with getting married in New York. Anything can happen. More with Kelly, Reese, and Will after the break.
We are back with Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon now. And that was a look at their new movie, Cordially Invited. You can see it now on Prime Video. It is so funny. It's so funny and hard to have a fresh idea. Like, especially even with wedding movie, like it's completely different than any of the other ones I've seen. I loved it. Tell everybody what it's about. I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay. My daughter's getting married.
And my sister's getting married.
Yes.
And it's on this special island that is significant to both of us.
Because we grew up going there every summer.
And you got married there.
I got married there.
Yeah.
And we're mistakenly booked on the same day, 2 weddings, and...
But I booked ahead and put my credit card down.
I know, it's even sad, but very funny how that happens.
So she holds all the cards, but then she sweetly acquiesces and finds out about my life and what I've been through.
Because he says something really sad and depressing, and I'm like, fine, you can stay, but don't cause any problems.
And then it works, it seems to be working out okay, and then it's...
Yeah, something is overheard, and then something...
No, somebody overhears something very, very mean.
Very mean.
I imagine you're huge actors. You're part of so many things. So many things must come across your desk. Like, what drew you to do this?
Well, Nick Stoller, who's our writer and the director of the film, we've known each other for a long time and have always wanted to work together. He said, I want to call, I have this idea for, great. And we get on the phone, he's like, so it's 2 weddings booked at the same destination on the same date. And that's all I have. And literally maniacally started laughing. That's all I have.
But he's done, okay, y'all, his filmography is Get Him to the Greek, Neighbors, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He has Platonic on Apple. He's just the funniest. Friends from College is another show he did. And he's just
I was like,
brilliant.
yes, let's do it.
Well, I got a call that Nick goes, well, Will Ferrell is doing, and he goes, hey, we don't know each other, but Will Ferrell agreed to do this movie where there's 2 ways. I was like, yes. He's like, what? And I was like, I'll do it.
It's like a game show. Who could hit the button fast enough? Yeah.
No, but I have found that with a lot of actors that come on, they have playlists like that go along with like movies they're doing. Do you ever do that? Do you have like playlists for your characters? Never? Nope. Oh, you should do this. Yes.
Do you do
the closest thing I
You
did...
had to at June,
For Eurovision.
No, I didn't have the closest thing I did to try to get myself... There was some movie I knew I had to cry in, so I downloaded their narration from the Civil War documentary. You know, when they read those long letters like, my darling, tomorrow the battle will commence.
Oh my God.
And my last vision will be your lovely face. And tell our children that on this day I fought bravely. And like that starts to make me well up. And I was like, oh, I'll listen to that. And then action.
Oh my God. See,
But I
in
never
my mind,
used
you're
it. I
making
never
playlists
used it.
for like Ron Burgundy or Blades of Glory. Like all my favorites of yours, you're making playlists for that character. In my brain movie, that's happening.
Okay.
Yeah,
To
you
put
let
me
me
in
down.
character.
It's fine.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I'm
So wait,
always letting everyone down.
I'm just kidding. No, I do want to talk about this though, because I'd never really thought about this before, but it's kind of poignant, the film. There's a lot of heart into it, it's a lot of dark humor as well. But I never really thought about how sad it can be for like, I always think of weddings and marriages as like a positive thing of like, oh man, this is like the beginning of something, but it is kind of the end, like especially if you're a character, you know, once your daughter gets married, you kind of feel like you're alone at that point, right? And then you're estranged from your family, and your sister's kind of your only relationship
She's
there.
my only friend.
So then you're kind
my
of feeling
sister's
like,
getting married, and I'm like, oh,
I've never
she's
thought
leaving.
about that.
Now I have no friends.
no, but I've never thought of the loneliness that can kind of accompany a wedding, like in that sense of that vantage point. I've never thought of that before, which is kind of sad.
And that's kind of what our characters bond over, is this sort of moment that our whole lives are about to shift and we don't know what's next.
Yeah.
And so...
Which is scary.
Then I'm really not going to spoil the movie, but it gets good.
Yeah.
Well, and there's so many great comedians. I'm so
There's
excited
so
that
many
you
great
guys are going to get
it's
to
a
meet.
great
Leanne
cast.
Morgan, I love.
Some of
She's
our
in-
other,
yeah.
oh my gosh, Leanne Morgan. I mean, there's so
Jack
many, and we have
McBrayer.
some of them
Yeah.
here today, I think.
Yes, we do, yes. Welcome back. We've got Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon with us, everybody. They're great in their new movie, which is called You're Cordially Invited. You can see it now on Prime Video, and they've been just as great in many other projects throughout their careers. But what happened on those projects behind the scenes? Well, it's time to find out with a round of Scenes and Stories.
Scenes and Stories.
Oh my God. We just murder those jingles. I love them. Okay, this is a free association thing. We're gonna see a scene from a movie or show it in the monitor, and whoever is in the scene will tell us a story that comes to mind when they see it, hopefully. Okay, here's the first. This one is for Reese. This is Legally Blonde. Oh my God, such a good.
I think I just
Look at
made
your
that face.
Yeah, it's like, I was like, what's happening here? Is this before Bend and Snap?
I'm getting my nails done.
Yeah, no, but obviously.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's me and Jennifer Coolidge, who's the best.
Yeah.
And I go in because I'm having a very bad day, and she's doing my nails, and then I teach her the bend and snap.
The bend and snap.
She has the hots for the UPS guy, so and she doesn't know what to do, and I'm like, well, you bend, and then you snap.
Which is hilarious, because who knew that was going to take off?
That's interesting, is that it was a whole musical number that we just got rid of.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
It's not in the movie. There was an entire musical number. It was actually very cute and funny.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And a good precursor to the Legally Blonde musical.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Yeah. Very nice tie-in. And this is Elf. Which, by the way, I saw you at a game this Christmas in your Elf costume. It was amazing. I love this movie so much.
That's right. That's after Buddy's been hit by a cab because he doesn't know that
Is this
they
right
don't-
before you're buying your
they
dad
don't
lingerie? Is this like somewhere in there?
It's before. No,
No?
I'm just getting to New York for the first.
Okay.
Oh, or maybe I buy it next. But yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it a lot.
But that was a little scary because I had to trust that a stunt driver was going to stop.
And you were wearing tights.
And I was wearing tights.
Yeah.
It's always scary.
Just showing off
It's
those
always
gams.
scary.
Yeah.
It's always scary.
I don't think I could fit into that costume today.
But you did. You wore it in December.
I just saw you at a game watching it, and it was incredibly
That's
funny.
not the same one.
But did you wear the...
It was amazing.
I need some reinforced Spanx to get me that one. No.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all? Okay, wait. Here's another for Reese. Walk the Line, which you had to have a playlist for this one. This is June.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, Kelly. For 6 months, we
Wow.
rehearsed, and all I did was watch old tapes of June Carter Cash on the Ralph Emery show. Do you know the Ralph Emery shows? But and it was VHS tapes too, because I made that movie in 1983 or something. Yeah. And so I literally watched them over and over and over again. And I studied how she played the auto harp, and then I studied how she played guitar. And
Her accent is very different as well.
it is.
Yeah.
I don't think I really got the accent.
I thought you did amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I thought you
thanks.
did amazing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oscar thought so.
Yeah. All right, wait. One more for Will. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy.
Oh my God, I can't.
Oh my God, the jazz flute. Oh. I cried so hard, I almost peed my pants when I saw this.
So here's a crazy thing. So there's like this is highly, I don't think this was legal. There's like a gas line coming up through my jacket into the flute.
For sure not okay.
What? And that was just, that's how we created that effect. But they just let me do it.
Yeah. Insurance was like, A-okay.
Fire marshal.
Okie doke.
Go take a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and a bonus scene. Oh, my people threw this in. They told me it was a scene from my life because I don't do movies. But here's my thing that I'm going to say. This is the movie of my life. It is a slip and slide. So did you do these when you were a kid?
Yeah, love
but no, when we were kids,
they
didn't come with the tarp. So in this photo, this is my favorite photo because it looks like I'm having a really good time, like I'm smiling. I'm not. I'm crying because we lived in a very poor neighborhood and that was not nice grass and there were rocks. And the old school slip and slide, you'd be so excited because you're like, this is gonna be so fun. And then you just get cut up on the way down.
Listen, it happened to my kid a couple years ago. He just clocked his knee right on a rock. On a slip and slide. I know.
Dude.
Split it up.
It's kind of a metaphor for life though, right? It's like it looks fun, but get ready. Put some pads on.
Do it anyway.
I know, but that was me crying. I was like, this is so fun. And that was, you're welcome, America. That was Scenes and Stories. Let's take a break. We're gonna talk with Reese and Will's co-stars from Your Cordially Invited on Prime Video when we get back.